All right, welcome to my first ever full film review. Today we are going to be going through every single one of Immanuel Quickley's possessions and touches against the Detroit Pistons because he was a hot topic over the weekend, and I'm not exactly sure why. A lot of flat out wrong opinions. So let's see what the game actually looked like when broken down. Here is possession number one. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be like, what's the point of even showing a possession like this? But it really paints a picture of what it's like when Quickley runs the offense. It results in an open corner three that OB airballs, but it's still a good look. But a lot of the offense he runs is very boring. It's not as heliocentric as some may make it seem, but he definitely is running the offense. There he pushes the pace and then sees that the Knicks don't have an advantage despite his tempo. So he resets the offense, gets the ball to Brunson, and then screens for him. So Brunson gets a step on his defender, which results in the kick-out three. So let's see if that keeps up the rest of the way. All right, here's possession two. Nice box out by Hartenstein. Quickly pushes the ball again. This time it's a horn set. He uses OB's screen, moves the ball to the other side of the floor, then spaces the corner. Cam gets to go to work, and Cam puts up a shot that I assume most people are fine with. I mean, most people, you have to love to see Cam attacking the basket. And yeah, just another normal possession. All right, possession three, more just running the offense. Matt and Diallo did the Knicks a lot of favors from the free throw line. This is actually a pretty good spot for a 2-for-1. Like a ball hog who just likes to call his own number could be justified in forcing up a shot, but he just runs the same action he did where earlier we saw with Brunson, but this time to Rose. And Rose gets a step and kicks it out to Hartenstein for the corner three. All right, possession four. Diallo misses another free throw. It's a really good rebound from Quickley. This is a really selfish rebound from Quickley. He's just a stat patter. Obviously, that didn't help the team at all. Okay. This is a really cool play. I'm going to show it again. It's really, really smart use of Hartenstein. Quickley actually has multiple chances to ball hog, but nope, just makes the right play. All right, let's do this again. So Hartenstein's best skill is his passing, as we know through 2 games. And to have him flash up top like that with all 4 players around him and all 4 potentially able to cut is just really, really intelligent floor design, like mapping out the floor. I mean, it's Rose here who plays off him, but eventually they'll be able to start mixing and matching who makes that cut. And yeah, Quickley with, a good pass to the corner there. So, good play. All right, here we have it, folks. The possession that set Twitter ablaze. Killian takes a shot that nobody wants him taking. Obi with the nice save, quickly pushes it. The Knicks have a 3-on-3, but the Euro doesn't work. Loses the ball, resets the possession. Hartenstein tries slipping, nothing comes of it. Quickly calls for another screen. Doesn't use it, which is the most frustrating trend of his. And he actually gets a pretty okay look. That's a fine look, especially late in the shot clock. So the result of the possession is fine, but the process is just really bad. You don't really want anyone that's not like Luka to just be dribbling for 20 seconds. So, yeah, bad possession. But, there's 10:37 left in the second quarter, and he took his first shot of the game. So maybe going to social media to call him a ball hog immediately after this possession was a bit of an overreaction. It's just me, though. All right, back to normal offense. This one's kind of interesting to me. So Hartenstein tosses it into Rose, and he immediately gives it to Quickley. He's been deferring to him more and more so far this season. Maybe he's just getting his feet wet in the season. And I know this play is ultimately run for Rose, so that could just be why he was doing that in this particular case. But this is also an interesting one to me because of what Hartenstein does. Let's see if we can go back. Yeah. So Hartenstein screens for Rose at the top of the key after Quickley passes the ball. So I guess just keep that in your memory bank because it is relevant in a few plays. All right, now Quickley's playing off Rose. Watch how he handles the blitz here. Somebody pointed it out on Twitter after it happened, but he really struggled with the blitz against Memphis. So this is encouraging to see him be much more composed. And then he makes a beautiful offhand pass to Rose. This is just what a ball hog. Just pounding the ball into the ground, terrible player. In all seriousness, that was good composure after Detroit blitzed him. Okay, so remember that Rose play I was talking about? Well, this is a very similar set, except Rose and Quickley are flipped. And watch what Hartenstein does instead. It's just a really cool twist on his play by Thibodeau, so kudos to him. Hartenstein gives that same sort of rub to Rose's guy, but instead he turns around and screens for RJ and allows him to get a step. And Detroit just did not see it coming. They definitely expected him to screen for Quickley there like he did 2 plays before, like he did for Rose 2 plays before. And instead, Thibodeau switches it up, so good on him. Okay, so Quickley with the starters now. He doesn't even touch the ball here. But I'm showing this one because it showcases one of Quickley's stronger skill sets, which is screening. He's a really, really good ball screener and really good at screening off the ball too, flare screens or stuff like this. We see this play run for Fournier a lot, but he's not as effective as a screener, so often we see him get the ball when he pops out after the screen, but Quickley really nails Duren there. So Mitch gets an easy dunk. All right, and then the very next play, same set. Once again, kudos to Tom Thibodeau for having counters. This time the Pistons are ready for the Mitch dive to the basket. So Quickley just gets a wide open 3. Okay, I want to start here because I want to give Randall some credit. He closes out nicely here, and then he races up the floor. And he does the Obi thing where, he leaks out and he gets in really good position. Nothing comes of it. But for a team like the Knicks that struggles in the half court, it's really important to get these kinds of possessions. It'll help in the long run. So yeah, Randall races up the floor. Kind of gets pushed off his spot, but I mean, that's fine. All right. So Quickley ends up taking a bad shot here, but he makes the right play. Randall just bobbles the pass, which is unfortunate. Some people might have not been a fan of the shot Quickley ends up taking, but whatever. It's a broken play, and again, it's a good 3-point shooter taking a pretty uncontested 3. So, I mean, if this is your biggest complaint, you're doing just fine. Okay, so this is a neat one because the Knicks push again, but this time it's off a make, which you never see the Knicks do. And similar to what I just said about Randall, these are just important possessions for the Knicks. As far as Quickley goes, I feel like even people who are high on him, the biggest skepticism about him is that he'll be able to consistently get into the paint. So to be able to make Cade Cunningham look like this is just really, really good for projecting him going forward. Okay, so once again, we have Quickley playing with the starters, and I feel like this is a possession that should encourage everyone. Even if your biggest complaint about Quickley is that he, is too heliocentric or over dribbles, seeing him be effective like this should make you happy, right? So let's roll the tape. This is a terrible closeout by Bojan Bogdanovic, by the way. I don't know why he opens his feet the way he does, but good on Quickley for making him pay. Okay, so this is a good possession, even though nothing really happens, because it once again just highlights just the type of player Quickley really is, and why the perception of his from some is just so flawed. Here he does everything he can to impact the possession without actually touching the ball. He only touches it for a few seconds, so I think he takes like 3 dribbles. But watch his movement here. He sees RJ popping, so he moves, then he sets a ghost screen, and I mean, it's nothing, over the top special, but it's also just, the more you watch him, the more it's just inherently obvious why his lineups are always effective, no matter who he plays with. He was the only player who was a plus last season with Julius Randle. Yeah, he's just a winning basketball player. Okay, so the Pistons have just cut it to 12. As you can tell, it's been a couple minutes since Quickley's even touched the ball, which is funny because I just genuinely don't know what people are watching. But anyways, it's his turn to run the offense. I'm sure most Knicks fans who experienced last season were terrified that this was just going to be another blown lead. Cade pressuring up the floor. Killian Hayes ends up denying the ball from Rose. They're just trying a lot harder here. But watch what Quickley does off the ball once Rose ultimately penetrates the defense. So he gets to Hartenstein, and like I said, Killian Hayes just does an excellent job denying the ball here. Let's see if I can pause it on Quickley. That selfish asshole. Who is he pointing to right there? So he's open in the corner, but he's not asking for the ball. This stat padding ball hog. No, he sees Cade rotating onto him, so he points for Rose to hit the open man, who's one Cam Reddish, who I've been told by many smart people he hates a lot. Cam ultimately gets a dunk, and we are moving on. Here is the possession why everybody thinks he hates Cam Reddish. A couple plays later. I actually think it's a fine play by him. Good inside-out dribble to get the defender turned around, and nobody would have said anything if him and Obi were just on the right page, but they weren't, so he throws it away instead. Yeah, Cam's open for 3, but if you would prefer a Cam corner 3 to an Obi dunk, you are not paying attention or not very smart. All right, back to normal. More Quickley pushing in transition. Not even a real transition, but they have numbers. And finding Obi for the easy open corner 3 that he misses badly. All right, Rose, end of quarter possession. Let's see what happens. I'm sure there are some people out here who wanted Quickley to pass here as well, but this was a pretty good result. Oh, he did have Cam in the corner. What a selfish asshole. All right, Obi gets position on Killian Hayes, I guess? Yeah, on Killian Hayes. Rose tries to make the pass. Oh, he does make the pass. Good air adjustment by Obi, but man, how does Obi get up and wow. I'm sure he should have passed to Cam there too, but that was just really good stuff from Obi. Okay, so this is a play designed for Cam, but Obi makes the decision to slip the screen that he's supposed to set. Quickley still could have passed Cam the ball, obviously, but so, I mean, this is a bad turnover, but yeah. All right, Rose running the offense and Quickley cleaning up on a broken play. Good movement by him. Nice screen by Hartenstein. And buckets. Oh man, they were really feeling themselves a little bit too much here late in this blowout. Good defense, though. I mean, that's another thing that Quickley does really well. This whole idea that all he can do is score is just so dumb. Like, scoring is one of the worst parts of this game. Oh, it wasn't a turnover. What a luck box. Okay, inbound play with a really dumb shot. I have to imagine that Thibodeau wants him to run this so that he shoots a 3, not shoot a 20-foot 2 with 19 seconds left on the shot clock, but hey, it goes in. Okay, this is actually a fun one. If Steve Nash did this, everyone would have had a friggin' aneurysm, but because it's Quickley, people freak out. An aneurysm of excitement, obviously, but Steve Nash, poor word usage, but that's just some nice offense creating there to find an open 3. All right, let's end in a way that'll make everyone happy. Quickley passing to Cam. You'll love to see it, all right? Good pin down by Hardenstein. And Cam gets the basket because of Quickley. Good stuff.